I hope this is cozy. I'm sitting next to my Japanese paper lamp. I don't know if you can tell. It's so beautiful. I love the ambient lighting. And it's also kind of like low quality, but I think that's kind of my channel. I love watching videos that are kind of low quality and just yapping. I just want something that feels comfortable and safe. And that's literally all I want. I don't care if it's like low resolution. I think the words affect more than, okay, sometimes the vision matters, but you know, I want to ask you one question. When was the last time you received something in the mail that wasn't a package of your $200 Macari Japan haul? Or the silly trinket that you bought? Or the expensive matcha? Because matcha shortage is real? Or your super expensive Labubu that are... Sorry, hate to break it to you, I don't like Labubus. I don't hate many things in life, but one thing I do not like are Labubus. Who is with me? When was the last time you got something in the mail that wasn't a package or a bill that you had to pay? For me, there used to be a letter. Today, in this video, I will talk about something I'm very passionate about, and that is penpalling! Yeah! I started penpalling regularly about 2 years ago, and in this video I will talk about how I started penpalling, why I started penpalling, the beauty of writing letters, and I also will share a little stationery thing of things I have accumulated over time, and also actually write a real penpal letter to a penpal friend that I have, and how you can penpal too. And why you honestly should. Welcome to my realm, my orbit, you might say. I am Tungyan, aka a girl of habit, and I make silly little videos in this corner of the internet. I welcome you to my realm. I welcome you to my orbit with open arms. And for the people who don't know what penpalling is, or the definition, I will tell you now what penpalling is for the curious people who clicked on this video who don't know what this actually means. Pen friends, pen pals, or just people who you regularly write to each other with, particularly through postage mail. Pen pals are usually strangers whose relationship is based on primarily or even solely on their exchange of letters. Occasionally, pen pals may already have a relationship that is not regularly conducted in person. That's the definition of pen pals. It's basically writing letters to people and giving and receiving letters. And sometimes it comes with stickers, sometimes it comes with postage cards, sometimes it comes with things that you just receive from other people. How I started penpalling. Actually, me penpalling goes way back. It goes way back to my childhood. And for the people who have been watching me since the start actually on YouTube about my journaling video, you will see a pattern. You will see a pattern. You know when they say you should visit things that you once find comfortable in your childhood because it will bring you a lot of comfort. When I was 12, I used to send my friends penpal letters. We used to exchange words and gifts through a letter, and I would send it through a postage mill even though I had one friend. And for the people that have never experienced penpalling, you can never too late to start anything. It's never too late to start anything at all. But like journaling, penpalling kind of faded away when I became older or in my teenage years, just like keeping a diary. I don't know why it faded, it just somehow faded. But now, as I grow older, things just come back to me. It's so weird, like growing older, it's almost like you pivot back to the things you once loved. And it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense why we as human beings just do things and get things to what we once loved. Because it's like when you're a child, you don't really think about judgment. You just want to have something that feels comfortable. And when that comes back to you, it makes so much sense that it just comes back to you and that you do the same things. And that's honestly so beautiful, and you should do things that brought you a lot of comfort as a child? Like, I know a lot of people, for example, they love to read as a child, but they somehow kind of faded through teenage life, and then it just comes back to them, just like how penpalling came back to me. Like I said, I started penpalling 2 years ago with a friend of mine in Australia. It was my first ever online friend that I made through social media, and I still penpal her every now and then. I think penpalling is just so beautiful. Penpalling is just like journaling and exchanging words. Journaling and penpalling seem to almost go hand in hand, because penpalling is just like writing to yourself, but this time actually not to yourself but to someone else, and for someone else's eyes to trace your words that you have written with your hands. With your hands, with your handwriting that's unique to you, that you have your own unique handwriting. Someone is tracing their eyes on your words that you have written, only for that person to see, only for that person to trace their eyes to see with. And I think that's so beautiful. In the day and age of being 24/7 available on a literal block of light, it's so easy to be trapped into this thing that we call the phone, into a thing that we call social media. I don't like the fact actually that I am able to be 24/7 accessible to everyone. Through everyone in the world, they can just text me whenever they want. Whenever they want, they can just call me. Even though I don't reply, they can. And it's so weird, because when we used to have the internet in the 2000s, you just log in and you log off. You log in and you log off. And you don't expect someone to reply as fast as a minuscule of a second. You don't know when they're gonna reply. Maybe they will reply in 3 minutes. Maybe they will reply in 3 days. And maybe they will reply in 3 hours. That's honestly a Russian roulette that I do when people text me. It's like, will she reply in 3 minutes, 3 hours, or 3 days? You will never know. And I like the fact that I don't want to be 24/7 accessible to someone. We used to have, like I said, the computers that we used to just log in and log off. We used to have pigeons. Bring back pigeons, please. Bring back pigeons. Petition to bring back pigeons. I find it so sad, honestly, how we used to literally use these creatures, use these animals for a functioning thing to send out letters. And now, because we domesticated them, they don't even know how to make a nest. That's so sad. Like, if you ever search up pigeon nest, it's only like a few branches and an egg. I think the beauty of writing letters is having to wait off for a response. It's not knowing when that response will come to you. You don't know when the next letter will be. You don't know if they will just randomly not write you anymore. And the thought of having to wait off, and almost yearn for someone's writing is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful act. And I think that's why people should write more. Having someone write you, take time out of your day to write you and only you, that's so beautiful. Even though you can't do that on the phone, it's not the same thing. The way you can hold something physical with your hand, the way you can hold it with your hands, you can see it. It's such a physical, tactile thing that nothing will compare to it, in my opinion. Nothing will feel the same as holding a letter from someone's own mind. Honestly, I think penpalling and starting penpalling is way easier than you think it would be. The internet is so big with so many more people than you think would be interested in the same niches and the same things as you. Personally, I penpal just my friends, and penpaling, you just ask someone. How do you start? You just simply ask. You just simply ask them, like, hey, do you want to be penpals with me? And then you just start penpaling and you just start writing letters and exchanging words. It's a journey. It's really like I said, why I think journaling and penpaling goes hand in hand is because also journaling, everyone journals differently, just like everyone penpals differently. I have received letters of various ways. I have received letters that are like only words on words on words on pages of pages of pages of just like words. I have read Penpal letters that feel like a real journal entry. It's so raw, so sensitive, so real. Sometimes I have read letters that are just small, you know, and just like a slice of life. I think you can definitely just appreciate both for what they are. And sometimes it's light, sometimes some people don't really like to write that much, and that's okay. I think it's just already the act of getting something is so wonderful to me. And another thing I have learned through penpalling is it almost made me relive my childhood self again. You know, one thing about me is that I really used to love gift giving as a child and a teen, but then that quickly pivoted into it almost being like a watered down version of myself, because I've realized that a lot of people, at least I felt like in my teenage self, it was almost like that me giving that insane energy of gift giving people things, it was not always reciprocated, and then it kind of made me not do it as much anymore because it's also so easily being taken for granted of, and also just like not being appreciated of, if you get what I mean. And I think the first time I ever felt as if my childhood self came back to life again was through penpalling. Actually, it made me realize that there are so many more people out there that love gift giving as much as I do, and I think that's so beautiful. I think that's something I've learned, and I think that's something I came to appreciate and be like, oh, I'm actually not alone. And I think there's so much freedom in penpalling. You can do anything you want, just like journaling. You can do anything you want. You can add music recommendations, you can add media things that you have consumed, you can add like recipes you like, you can add silly little things that you found that you think they might like. You can add stickers, you can add postage cards, you can add memo pads, you can add anything you want. You can add anything you want. Yeah. And talking about that, I wanted to show you my silly collection of things that I have acquired. This is my memo pad collection. These are actually memo pads I all acquired through penpalling and that I got gifted. This binder is basically all cute memo pads that fit in this. Most of these are just like Japanese characters, actually, like Angel Blue, and like, you know how much I love Angel Blue. Blythe doll stuff. This is basically like the things I have accumulated, and I love them so dearly. Oh my god, I got this one I got from my friend Maggie, and it's a ᵣₑₐₗₘₘₘ notepad, and it's so special because ᵣₑₐₗₘₘ is one of my favorite Sanrio characters, and they don't make any merch of him anymore. They stopped producing him like I think in 2004. And then this one, these are just all like memo pads I have collected, and usually I also send these to my pen pals. This is my box of letter sets and stuff. I have more stickers too, but maybe I should do like a sticker collection too. I have like a lot of stickers. Like, I think if I would go through the stickers today, like this video would be hours long. These are all my stickers, most of them. Like, it's just all stickers, like so many stickers, but I've collected a lot of stickers. I think due to the fact that I have started penpalling, I also started more collecting stickers, because then I was like, oh my god, then I can give them to my friends. Like, how cute would that be? So yeah, this is my box of penpal stuff. Here in the front I have thing. It's like a memo pad of this character I collect. Yeah, they're just memo pads basically, and they're quite rare to come by now, so these are quite expensive to get. I think at the time I got it on Mercari Japan. I have this pouch. I have this marron cream pouch, and in this pouch I have wax stamps. They're basically like stamps. I have this fish, I have this paw, and then some wax stamps to use to close the letter. Here are some of the letter sets I have. I have this one, it's like a biscuit one. I have a little twin star one. I have this My Melody dressed in Lolita, I think. I got this Cupid one. I have this is a biscuit one, also memo pads. I think this is the back, yeah, what they have. I have this letter set that I got in Japan. I have this one, it's like also this cute girl, and this is the back, some of the things they have. The letters are so cute. I have some pencils that I thrifted too that I usually also love to add for my friends. This one is my Usahana. It's like a vintage letter set that I have. Yeah, I basically have a lot, and here are some of the other things I have, like the memo pads, like various ones that I bought myself. We have some music note sprinkles. I usually also add these to my sticker orders. And this one I also really like. This character, it's like a droplet, I guess. These are also like old Japanese stationery. I also have this memo pad, some blight stickers. Yeah, and also some cute lace. I have this cute lace with the characters. And just a white one that I can use to wrap around like some letters and stuff. And this one I also really like. It's like a envelope with also these girls and a QP memo pad. Yeah, I think that's about it, what's in this box. And now I want to read you something that I have written to my friend. I have added cute stuff because of the things she gave me last time. She spoiled me so much, like so much. So I wanted to spoil my friend back because it's all about giving and receiving, you know? Maybe this can give you a little insight on how a letter can be written, and maybe you will also kind of discover how I write. Dear Sabrina, oh, it's been a while since I've written you back. I cannot believe how we have been pen pals for 2 years now. Time and days seem to slip through my fingers like how the sea ebbs and flows. I feel like so much has happened since we started penpalling, but I still remember so vividly that day, the day I opened your first letter, how you gave me this Miffy shooting star keychain, how I was in such awe with your cute handwriting, and how I felt like I was reliving my childhood self again. If you're reading this, you're entering the colder months in Australia. Somehow, the older I get, the more I come to appreciate the colder seasons, and that was quite prevalent for me this year. Yeah, you see, it's easy to complain, and rightfully so sometimes, but I think seasons show you how quick things can change around you and how everything seems to be a unity. I feel like the colder months are perfect to reinvent yourself, to reflect, to slow down, to appreciate the misty skies, the cold blue hues, and the cold wind kissing your skin. To prepare oneself to their blossoming for spring, like how animals hibernate. Perhaps I am hibernating. A Tesla Mushback effect. Anyway, I love reading your letters. I love how you make the mundane sound so soft. I still remember that one wholesome fishing story you shared with me. The one about your dad's friend. In honor of that, I wanted to share a story from the other day. A magical encounter, you might say. It all started by me having to pick up this package I got on Vinted. And if you're also curious, I got a camcorder, a brand new one for a whopping price of 45 euros. Somehow they accepted my lowball offer. But where's the catch? The catch was that the nearest pickup point was a 36-minute bike ride. But honestly, I thought it'd be a fun side quest, lol. So the 36 minutes bike ride I did. I felt the wind breeze through my hair. It was a very sunny day in the morning too. The shop was closed at 12. I remember it was around 10:30 or so, and I did enjoy it. But when I had to head back home, my phone was at 10%. I had to move fast before my phone would die on me and I would potentially get lost. Spoiler alert, my phone did die on me. About halfway going back home, my phone gave up on me, and there I was, at a random place stranded around with the trees and near a river. But there it was, something magical, with so much fierce, so much bold, grass dancing with the wind. It felt like watching a ballet performance. It felt like looking at the sea that ebbs and flows. And I don't think my description does it well, nor justice on how I felt at the moment. It was as if I was entranced by this beautiful moment. It felt as if nothing mattered. I didn't seem to care that my phone gave up on me. It was just me, the wind through my hair, and the beauty of the grass showing their way of sway. And if you're also curious again on how I got home, I just followed the signs of the destination and my intuition. I was honestly shocked by myself how I managed to do that. Maybe it was a reminder how no matter what, life will always ebb and flow. Like that day I encountered the grass ebb and flow. Yours truly, Tungyan. Well, that was my letter to my friend. I think that wraps around the video of today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought you some type of comfort again and inspiration. It's so heartwarming to know that people are so inspired by my videos. It's so weird because these videos, I don't intend them to be like 20 minutes long. I just end up yapping along, and they take me a long while to edit actually, so it's hardly appreciated that you guys enjoy it as much as I like making these. I just hope that my energy comes across, and like my personality, I guess, through these silly little videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time in my realm. I'll welcome you. Like and subscribe if you like cats.